Hey guys, this is Tracey Walker. I'm coming to you live from my home here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I want to share an awesome, super duper testimonial with you guys because I am absolutely ecstatic about the things that are taking place here in Empower Network. Let me give you a little bit of a background first, just to bring you up to speed. I got started with Empower Network in October of 2011. This is now, July the 17th, 2012. And really the company launched on October 31st and I got started maybe October 25th or 26th or something like that of 2011. And there was no website there. Everything, all the infrastructure wasn't in place the way it is now, but I knew Dave Wood and was just getting to know Dave Sharp at that time. And they told me about the vision and what was happening and what they were putting together. And right away, I saw the value in it. So I got all in at that point and have been rocking and rolling ever since. Now, from that point up until the end of May, which would have been maybe about 6 months or 7 months or so, I was able to accumulate, a pretty decent sized income. In fact, we had our Don't Be a Wussy event in Atlanta, and I got that check awarded to me on stage. The amount says $91,850. Some of you were there and you saw that in person. And in reality, this is a little off. And at that point, really, I had about $98,000 accumulated with Empower Network. Since then, which was just June 8th, 9th, and 10th, today is July the 17th, that has gone up from 98 to really I'm somewhere around $136,000 with Empower Network. Now, let me tell you, that is awesome, okay? And I'm happy about that, and I'm building to grow bigger and bigger and bigger, but that's not the testimonial. The testimonial is this. Last night, after the Empower Hour call, we were chatting on the leadership chat, and Dave said, hey, Trace, do you even know that you are close to a $4,000 day? And I said, oh my God, what? I had no idea. So I went to my back office to check, and I said, lo and behold, he's right. I am close to $4,000 a day. So I went to my team and I shared the information with them like, hey guys, look, it's possible. This is what's happening. I didn't even know. And before I could even get that all the way typed in there, Dave Wood had posted in the Dave and Dave Facebook group that I was at 4819, I believe, or 4816. And I'm thinking, where did that extra money come from? I thought it was just at 4,000. So I went back to my back office, checked my email, and somebody else upgraded. They got all in. They got the 15K formula. They paid $997 for it. That was my commission, and that is what took me over to the 4819 in one day. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, I'm excited about that because I have never made $4,800 in one day without there being a lot of heavy lifting before that day took place. For example, creating a product and going through all the rigmarole of getting it marketed, getting people to the webinar, making sure people know about the bonuses, and doing all of that, and then having a launch date, and then making the sales and having a 5-figure day. I've done that before, and I know what type of work goes behind that. And I literally had a $4,000 day, a $4,800 day with no product launch, no behind the scenes effort. I didn't have to, rally up everybody for the webinar. I didn't have to offer any bonuses. I didn't have to offer any coaching and all these different things to show the value of what it has that I was offering. I simply follow what we're supposed to be doing anyway, which is focusing on getting 2 people a day. Focus on getting 2 people a day. And that is all I preach to my team. The dream team, you guys know it. That's all I preach to them is focus on 2 a day. And why do I focus on that? Because Dave tells me to focus on it. 2 a day, right? It's leaders following leaders is what we have here. And so all that to say is that I'm so excited, and hopefully that if you can see that I'm a real person and know that I'm working in this business, I'm in the trenches with everyone, with all of you. And if it's possible that I can earn $4,800 in a day just by working my 2 hours a day, because I'm focusing on my 2 signups a day, and because we have a team, and because we're encouraging people, and because we know the power of being all in, and because we know the effect of being at events, because we push hard for that on our team, we're creating these results. And by no means is that all the effort of me. You see, I understand it's a team effort. And if it weren't for the people on my team believing in what we have here at Empower Network, if it weren't for the people trusting and knowing that they have good leadership like we do here at Empower Network, if it weren't for them seeing the results day after day, week after week, month after month, if it weren't for that, if it weren't for that effort, that team effort, well, I don't know if I would have had a $1,400 day. I may have, but it wouldn't have been as easy as it was because I would not have had the leverage that Empower Network provides with the way our commission structure is. It just wouldn't be as easily attained. How do I know? Because I've been in this industry for a little while and I've worked my butt off. And I'm a person that was like, well, man, I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything that they're saying to do. And it's just still not working. What's wrong? There's a glitch in the system. Well, here at Empower Network, we don't have any glitches in the system. And we have, some technical things here and there, but that's business. I mean, it's not a big deal. Who's going to cry over stuff like that? I mean, we paying out over $6 and $7 million. It's like, what do you expect? You expect it never to have a hiccup or a bump in the road? That's ridiculous. But anyway, we don't really have any glitches in our sales process, in our system, in our numbers, in our statistics. It's proven. Empower Network is not on trial here. Okay, it's not. What's on trial is you. Whether or not you're going to do the things that we ask you to do, whether or not you're going to do things that we teach you to do in the 15K, if you're not all in, you are like so behind the eight ball. Get all in. I understand if you may not have the money right this second. You get it. You see, look, I have team members who have put up the title to their car to get all in. Okay, I have team members who have literally had garage sales to do what they needed to do to get positioned properly so that they can earn the type of incomes that they believe they deserve in their lives. I have people that are working overtime. My own father who just turned 70 years old yesterday was working late last night because he said to me, you know what? I got to hustle because number one, I got to get my hotel for San Diego and I got to make my last payment to get all in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not understand the power of what we have here at Empower Network and why it is to your benefit to get the learning, to get the understanding, to get the training that is within the materials that we have here, and you are procrastinating at that $2,500 level, and you're thinking that you're going to learn how to market this thing aggressively without these other trainings, well, maybe you can. Maybe you can. I don't know. All I know is that the people who just get all in and just go watch module number 4 inside of the 15K and start implementing, what I do know is that people like Shalonda Gordon is able to pay her mortgage. People like Adrienne Hines is able to make $500 in one day while sitting listening to the Empower Hour call. People like Lorena Noble was able to get on a leaderboard and she was living in God knows where she was living. And she put the towel to her car to get all in. People like, Roger Silvera is getting 20, 30, 40 leads every doggone day. We call him the lead monster on our team. Why? Because he's just figured it out. And now he's getting 3 signups in a day. I mean, it's not just me. People like Christina Munoz, you saw a testimonial from her. If you haven't, you need to find her, because she has a spinal disease and literally created $33,000 in 90 days with the leverage of Empower Network. She can't even stand or walk or sit for 15 minutes without it causing her pain. She has to lay on her stomach and do her business. Look, if these types of people can do it, sweetheart, so can you. That's all I can tell you. And yeah, I may have been online for a little bit. You might say, well, you've been online. Yeah, that's true. I was online since 2008. But guess what? No stork came along with a little bundle and dropped my list into my AWeber. I had to work my butt off to acquire those leads that are inside of my list. And I had to build a relationship with those people inside of that list for years, way before Empower Network even came out, to then be able to send an email to them in the beginning and say, hey, go take a look at what we're doing. And they take value in it. They take my advice and they get started. So I don't want you to think that just because someone has been on the internet longer than you, that's the advantage. It may be, but they started at square one at some point, just like you. And when they started, there were people already in the game who were higher advanced, who had been making more money than them. And they had to work their way up too. So nobody can skip step 1. I want you to understand that nobody can skip step one. Your breakthrough, though, is dependent upon you. You understand what I'm saying? And so, yes, I may have been online for a little bit of time, but that don't have anything to do with that to bust my butt. And now I'm finally in Empower Network where the fruits are being revealed for all the labor that I've put in, all the seeds that I've sown for years, all the people that I've talked to, all the people that I've coached, the conferences I've spoken at, the products that I've sold, the affiliate promotions that I've been a part of, and all these different things, all the blog posts I've written, all the reviews I've written, all the campaigns I've paid for, all of it is paying off now, ladies and gentlemen. And so I want you to understand that everybody has to start at step one. I've been through it all. I don't buy many excuses from my team. And if you're watching this video, guess what? I don't know you. Maybe I do, but if I don't know you, I'm not going to buy your excuses either. You see, you're looking at a young lady who at 35 years old has experienced foreclosure, bankruptcy, divorce, rigged electricity, cable, gas, didn't know where I was going to sleep, scared the sheriff was going to come put me out, ate ramen noodles, hot dogs, all that type of stuff during a period when my real estate business was failing. Yes, it was failing. I had lived a great lifestyle. I built a house from the ground up and had to walk away from it because it lost $250,000 in value. We could not afford it. We were not going to afford it. And I walked away from it, scared to death, not knowing what in the world was going to happen. But guess what? I got on my horse of faith and I got going. I got going in this business. I got going with learning the things I needed to learn. I invested what I needed to invest. If I forewent paying my electricity so that I could get a product training that would teach me how to do something, that's what I did. I didn't care about the gas because I knew people would loan me money to pay the electricity and loan me money to pay the gas and loan me money to do that if I needed it. But nobody was going to loan me money to start this little business I was talking about. So I put my own money where my mouth was, and I put my money in my business, what I believed in. And if I needed the additional help to help with the lights and stuff, people would help with that. But I believed so much in what I was doing and where I could go with it that I invested what I needed to do. And thank God I did. And all I'm asking you to do is realize this stuff is real. It's real. I'm a real person. Christina's a real person. Mac is a real person. Chris Campbell and Christian, they're real people. Dave Wood and Dave Sharp, they're real people. Mark Hall and Justin Varengi and all these people are real people. Lawrence Tam, we're real people. And guys, all I can tell you is that you're a real person too that can recognize real results. And when people are being honest with you, you feel it. And that's why we love Dave and Dave so much, right? Because nobody keeps it as real as those two guys do. You might not like everything they say, and so what? You don't have to like everything they say. You like the results that they have. And so you follow. You follow faithfully. You do not deter. You do not let your ego get in the way. You go out there and you do what we teach you to do. And having a $4,800 day for you and your business is possible. If nothing more, this is just an inspiration to let you know that you can do it. And you can come from the depths of hell and rise up out of it if you first believe that you can do it. And you leverage yourself in a vehicle like we have here in Empower Network to help you get there faster. And if the sooner you can get to where you want to get to, the sooner you can help others get there. So thank you, Dave and Dave. Thank you, Dream Team. Thank you, just everybody that's a part of this vision. I can't wait to see you guys in San Diego. We are going to blow through that convention center. I don't know how that place is going to maintain us. I don't know what they're going to do. But I'm excited. I can't wait to see all of you on stage getting those checks. I can't wait to see those contest winners get their prizes. I can't wait to hear your name and to give you a hug, as I said before, and to hopefully, take a picture or give a video or whatever. But this time we got to eat, okay? I didn't really eat that much last time because it was so many people doing stuff. But hopefully we get a chance to do all of that, and I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm so stoked. This is the end of the testimonial, basically, because now we're just rambling, and that's okay. I can do that at times. But look, get all in. If you're not all in, you need to do it. Don't ask a bunch of questions about it. Just do it. Okay. Follow the leader. Like your mom used to say, your dad used to say, because I said so. It's kind of like that. Just because I said so. Get in. You need it. We know what you need. Even if you don't think you need it, we know what's best for you to a certain extent in this industry and what your training is what you're going to require to know in order to make the type of money you want. Get the training. Get all in. Make the sacrifices. Take the risk. It's a risk of your own life. Okay, you're risking yourself and to have the reward that you want as well. And I will see you all in San Diego. It's such a pleasure to be amongst such a wonderful group. And you guys make it a prosperous day. Love you. Bye.